Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Okay, let's see what we do here. This will work.
A B or the B.
Are you ready? Are you ready to chant the holy name, the whole name? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hey, Amy, Shama Sundari, welcome. Let's kick it. You can't touch this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's getting hot in here. I gotta cool down here. Cool it down. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Mahare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Jesus, Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Let's do that one again. Hare Krishna, Sri Krishna, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. I better get some regs. Be right back. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, my Lord, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ah, that was nice. Let's try another one here.
A B on the B.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Eat spinach. Eat Krishna. Eat this name. Eat it. Enjoy it. Relish it. Taste it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It's the best ice cream you'll ever eat. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, you can't taste it so much? Yeah, come here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Eat Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Eat Krishna, eat Krishna. Lots of Krishna. Eat him. Eat his name, man. He loves it, man. He loves to be eaten and tasted. He's the bread of life, like Jesus. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yum, 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 yum for the tum, tum, tum. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna's a spinach. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Woo! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, oh my Lord, you're so juicy. Oh my God. My goodness. This beats politics. Eat Krishna, eat Krishna. Eat Krishna. Eat his name, man. Taste it, relish it, chew it, masticate it well. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada, Jesus Christ. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Productions. All right, let's read a little glorification of Lord Chaitanya.
Thanks for using.
Ah. Yeah, I mean, I just love how this is. It's just this name, boy, thank you, Prabhupada, for bringing the name. And, the devotees who are chanting now in the ecstasy, what a treat, huh? This is so rare to actually taste this name. This is what Lord Chaitanya did. And I was see if I can find some verses in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, not Charitamrita, but Chaitanya. Anyway, the Nectar Moon of Lord Chaitanya. It's a really wonderful book by Prabodhanandana Saraswati. Some nice verses about this, and I think it's important to know. People need to know the different Lord taught and the way we are teaching here. This is not common. It's very unusual, and people have to learn. They need to learn how this uncommon teaching is passed on. Static worship. People don't know that they've been lost, but it's in the book. So we're going to extract it here. If I see if I can find the verse. It's just one verse. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna start reading this because I can see it's really great already. Really juicy. Verses basically, Saraswati Thakur said, I see the symptoms. See, devotees, they see the symptoms of what's going on in the world, the symptoms, because they have knowledge. They have this close relationship with the Lord, and like Arjuna showed, or Krishna showed Arjuna many things because of their close relationship. Intimacy is very important. It's inherent in our soul. We're meant to be awakened and self-realized. We're meant to be in a transcendental, ecstatic, loving relationship with God, man. That's where it's all going, to awaken that dormant thing, man. Although, today I was walking down the street and I had to go check out some apartment, so I'm walking down the street, man, and then I'm going to meet the lady, and I watch these people going in and out of the apartments. They look like little dolls to me. They walk in like so, and they're, they have these, cultured ladies and men, because it's a nice apartment, just, I don't know how they do it. They're nice and cheap too, and nice people. They're just but they look like these dolls, and they're so like they can't move. They're just so conditioned. There's no freedom. I'm sitting. I have to kind of like keep my vibration down to that kind of level. Otherwise, people they freak out. They just, they just. And they just can't, they're just like encased in glass or something. And the same thing, walk down the street and the people are all like, they're just in some kind of trance, like not a good trance, like a dumbed down position. They're all just sitting there eating, in the restaurant, and and the really loud in the restaurant. I'm watching this in a loud restaurant, music, boom, 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 and they're just sitting there. Each other. It's too loud music, and they're just sitting there and eating, and they're with somebody, but I don't see anything going on. They can't really relate because the music is boom, boom, boom. What the heck is going on? Well, the modes of nature is what's going on here. See, and so things are getting really, really dull, dull. Yeah. So, anyways, this path is wonderful. You meet the devotees. There's real life, man. There's real sovereignty in, you're free under the coattails of Radha and Krishna. They're free, aren't they? Why wouldn't you be free? You're related to them. You gotta, it's like you gotta meet the friend of Radha and Krishna and Lord Chaitanya, and then they get you right in, isn't it? Directly. It's very hard. He's got all these secret savers, men. But if you got a friend of the president, very easy. Are we still streaming, by the way? Because it looked like we're having some problem here. Yeah, how is the stream? Is it okay? It seems to be going on and off. I see it's weak. All right, let's see here. What do we got? Yeah, it's the same thing with teachers. I'm here to kind of share the way the Lord. Okay, so anyway, the Lord says, or Prabodhana was teaching. See, he was teaching 550 years what I'm going to teach anybody clearly. He said, I see the symptoms of people doing Vaidhi Bhakti, blind adherence to the rules and regulations, and they don't know where this is all going. Where it's all going is what is here. What you see here is where all those rules and regulations and ceremonies are going. See, you become the offering. You become the offering to Krishna, literally. The Lord uses you to offer about that. It's a bit choppy. Okay. All right. Let me see. Where's my other phone? Where is it? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. I can't find it. All right. Well, anyway, we'll use this one here. This one. All right. Yeah, this doesn't seem like it's working either. So anyway, no, I'm gonna keep going here. Seemed okay. It's kind of back and forth. All right. Well, we'll do the best we can. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, relations of the scriptures being taught and followed. He called it blind adherence to the rules and Mayavadi conceptions. Mayavadi conceptions. Keep letting me know how the stream is, okay? Because it's doing funny things. I see the impersonal Brahman is the greatest thing. Oh man, I got to do something here. Just a second. Okay, the stream's all messed up here. Okay, we're going to try this here. I'm going to switch the internet to the in and out. Yeah, okay, let me try switching. Let me know once I switch it how it's working here. Hare Krishna. Okay, let me know if this is any better. I just switched. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and I see the Mayavadi Brahman, this Brahman level preach. So you see, you got to look at what's going on in the world. You see worldly things going on, people into politics. You see so many things, so many Buddhism being taught. You know, all these different paths, Christianity. You see all these things. He said, but where is that teacher that teaches with tears, with ecstatic emotion? Okay? Where is that teacher that is ascertaining the truth because of rapture, ecstatic devotional communion? Where is that kind of teacher? Nowhere to be seen after the disappearance. Yeah. After the disappearance of Lord Chaitanya, it's like, where is that kind of teaching? Just like now, you got all these teachers, and even here, you guys are impressed. I can't believe it, man. You're still impressed by words. What the heck do you think I'm teaching here? How to be impressed by those who teach the full truth, not just the name and philosophy, even of Krishna consciousness. Where's the feeling, man? Can you get this? Can you get it's about passionate, ecstatic worship of Krishna and Radha? That's Vrindavan, man. That's what you got here. It's different than what these devotees are doing, all of them. Come on, wake up. You guys, man, what are you like teaching for? You're so impressed. Oh, guy, he speaks nice flowery words. Oh, so fantastic. Oh, my God. You don't know Lord Chaitanya. He taught like this, like you see here, with gusto, with passion, like a lion, like a flower. Ecstatic. He chanted in ecstasy. And some of you are still impressed with people just blah, 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 nice silver tongue philosophy. Blah, 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 blah. Well, he's a guru. Well, hey, man, you don't know what is spiritual. You think what's going on here is the same as that? You see no tears in any of them? And just a bunch of philosophy? Come on, man. Wake up, sleeping souls. Start waking up in our Sangha. Yeah. Oh, well, this guy is a charya. He's this. He was a guru. Oh, and the words sound really nice. They sound really nice, but nice ain't good enough. Find the empowered servant. And that's why, when you start to get what I'm teaching here, what Krishna's teaching us here, then you see how rare and valuable it is, and how people can actually be delivered in this life and won't be unless they get this kind of teaching empowered by that Almighty Lord, not just a bunch of words, or parodying the scriptures. Come on, what do you see ecstatic chanting like this? It's only an empowered position. Hey, this is the authority to deliver people. It's different. Don't be praising. Otherwise, you're inconclusive. You praise what's in the modes of nature or blame it. I only point it out, man. I don't praise any gurus even. If they don't have this ecstatic emotion, they ain't bona fide, man. There's some hypocrisy there. Hey, man, I'm here to teach you the difference between what is actually spiritual and what is still mundane. And if you can't chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion, you're not authorized, man. You're not a real guru. You're not a divine grace, man. You prove me wrong. You won't see anywhere. Divine grace means the divine Lord is using you to deliver people out of illusion. That name is not a light name. Do you have the actual qualification? Or are you just a flowery preacher? You know how many flowery preachers there have been? What can they do? They have no potency to deliver you. So what is that? Idol worship. I'm here to take people out of idolatry, man, so you can worship the divine. You got to know the qualities. You can't praise that's what is mundane. It's not praiseworthy. It's the Lord's Maya. It needs to just be pointed out to help people transcend it. Don't you understand? It's about transcending the Maya, not praising the Maya. What are you talking? Or people in the Maya, or inconclusive gurus, even, and popes, and ministers, or teachers. Inconclusive, man. I'm here to teach you the standard that Lord Chaitanya taught 550 years ago, that Srivas Thakur taught, that Srinivas taught, that Narottam taught. That's what you're hearing there. Yeah. So, I'm sorry, man. We got the gold standard here. You don't just talk the talk. Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, see, Lord Chaitanya he said, so Prabodhana says, where is that teacher that teaches like Lord Chaitanya? They're nowhere to be seen practically. They're very rare. That was Narottam. That was Srinivas. That was Shamananda. See, they used the Bhagavatam, and it was a sword for them. They cut Maya to smithereens, just like we do. I cut all these mundane people that you guys are praising. I slice them all up for their benefit, for your benefit, to free you. What do you mean? What do you think? Guru is heavy? He's only heavy because you're inconclusive. This lightens everything up when you realize these things. Man, could you imagine? Can you imagine how free you'll be? You see, I don't have any faith in people that are just flowery worders. Flowery words, what is that, man? It's an illusion. That's an illusionist. I don't care, I like congruent. Don't you like congruent? Don't you like to see a guru, a spiritual master, a divine grace that's actually a guru, a spiritual master, divine grace, or what? You want somebody just flowery words, but no ecstatic, pure, rapturous worship of God? You want that standard? Or do you want congruency as it is? Doesn't that sound like congruency as it is? Pure devotional service, ecstatic intimacy with God. If you really got it, man, tears will pour out of your eyes. Bliss, happiness that nobody, I can't believe praising. They look like, what the hell is this? Where's the ecstatic emotion? How dare you take the name divine grace or whatever it is? You better prove that you're a divine grace. Hey, man, that's the standard. You want to be delivered. That's why I'm just here for those who are ready to be delivered. You just listen here and you look at the scriptures and see if I'm saying it is right. And then you go and look at these persons that are speaking flowery words and look and see if they say they can be a bona fide spiritual master and they fit the bill, and they don't. None of them. Zero. Prabhupada fit the bill, and Bhakti Siddhanta and Bhakti Vinod, they fit the bill. But you know what? They didn't complete the deliverance. They left it for us here to complete, to do the finishing work. Yes or no? Who else is doing this? Where do you see ecstatic emotion in disciples who have faith? They come to the point of faith that's not blind. Faith because they can feel these words, man. There's transcendental emotion emanating here. Power, spiritual power to deliver you out of Maya. Maya cannot touch anybody who has faith in this preaching. How? You don't have any faith. She only touches people with faith in her illusions. I don't have any faith in it. I'm here to make the ones. I'm here to make you the person that can fight the matrix. Maya's the matrix here. She's controlling everybody with lies, cheating, and deceptions. Oh, yeah, this person's a spiritual master. Oh, he's a divine grace. He's this, he's that. But they're not. And you believe it? Boom, you're caught by her. Look at this. See, I like these. Thank you very much. See, I got my cheerleader here. Yeah, just me and my cheerleader. That's what we need here. And she's cheering on. Why? Because it's real, man. She feels it. I'm not, check it out, man. Check the books out. Check the devotees out. You're the witnesses. Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra is more here than anywhere I've seen it. Been to India, 25 times. Stayed minimum 6 months each time. And never seen any of this. That's why I have so much confidence in it. Because, man, it works better than anything I have ever seen in Vaishnavism. They're all talking a good thing, flowery, silver tongue stuff, but can't do anything, can't do this. Oh, they can throw a bunch of rules and get you to follow rules and all that. If you want to do it, great. Then you're following Vaidhi. Anybody ready for this? You ready for the easy way? You ready for the confidential truth of Bhagavatam, which is just sitting in front of us, Shukadev Goswami, which you got here? You got a person empowered by the Lord, yes or no? I mean, I'm asking you, is it true? Do you have a person empowered to speak the real Bhagavatam and confidential message that you're hearing? Doesn't it have the result of delivering those who have faith and really love this preaching? Okay? So I asking questions, something for you to think about. It's these persons who are divine graces and everything. Have you seen any ecstatic awakenings in disciples to prove that they are a transcendental tree producing transcendental fruit? No, I haven't seen. You seen? You show me. Show me one person. One that has what you read in the scriptures here about Lord Chaitanya and his devotees crying, laughing, choking up. Everything you see here, you see there. But everything you see there, you don't see over there in these sanghas here. None. So this is a little tough teaching, but it's not only tough if you have any faith in illusion. This is part of cutting free. It's part of my job description, right? Guru has to, cut you free. By his word, ignorance is destroyed. If I don't go to the full extent of finding all the nooks and crannies of Maya's domain and how she's captured you, even in our Sangha here, some of you are up, and I'm here to cut you free. And you just give me a chance to prove it. You just go on listening. And I'll prove that they're not lying and I'm not offensive to real, pure devotees. I'm only offensive to those who are not self-realized, because a self-realized soul would love this preaching. Even my good people who have faith, see, this is it. This is why you advance not by your superficial qualification, your silver tongue talks, and you're usurping the acharya position. No, you advance like Amy Rose, listening with faith, just naturally, because she's intelligent. She's not blind believer. She's seen a lot of bullshit in the world. She can tell the difference. I'm here to help the ones who, need a little help here. Look, just see, I don't have any faith in those. Hey, man, you got a Advaita Acharya would pay his obeisances to a deity, and if it wasn't real, it would break. Literally, he would break deities if it was still mundane, installed by some mundane person. So I look at people like deities, man. I look at them like temples. Yeah, is God awakened in that temple? Otherwise, I'm going to break it, man. It's not. What good is it? It's an idol. You got to see people being idols. You got to see a real guru that has enough realization to break idols. Otherwise, if your idols are not breaking, then you believe in them and you're taken down by them, and you're your idol that you worship. I don't care. In Vaishnavism, there are a lot of idols out there. A lot of gurus are idols. They're still mundane. They're material. And I ain't afraid to point it out, because I'm going all the way. I'm here to take my students, my friends, back to Vrindavan. And this is what you need to know. In the form of Guru, Krishna delivers his devotee. Yeah, Krishna knows. See, Krishna knows his Maya. He knows all the subtle tricks in his own Maya, right? And he points it out to the real spiritual master, and he gives the real order. Deliver people who will believe in your testimony. I'm just giving you a testimony of what the Lord Lord shows me. And you go check carefully, because I don't like blind believers. You check the books and you check the experience of the devotees here. And if you don't stick around, like some of them don't, if they come, they don't stick around, well, then you're not paying the price to do at least a 30-day stint here to see if we're lying or we're really truthful. That's right. The red pill. Take the Arizona shirt, man. Arizona, a lot of good things come in Arizona. Look, Mary Sachi's there in Arizona. So is Janaki. That makes that place good. Without them, I'll tell you, that temple there ain't that good. It's still mundane. They still believe in mundane gurus. It's like not just a step up from people who believe in these politicians. They're mundane also. What's the difference between a mundane guru and a mundane politician? What's the difference? It's mundane, right? Oh, of course, they mix it in with faith in Prabhupada, but that's not, well, we're here to, let's just stick with only eternally liberated souls, man. And you guys just got to determine, is Gaur Hari eternally liberated soul? That's all you got to figure out. So I'm upping the ante. See, it's like a poker game, we're calling people that you have to go and look now, like, oh boy, he's saying things that, oh, okay. Yeah, is he the real deal or I'm getting cheated? So you check it, man. Check the books. Check clear, until you become so faithful that you're delivered just on your faith. Okay? Faith is the most important. So I don't like blind faith. We want, people looking from all angles of it. Is Gaur Hari dependable? Is he really represent Radha and Krishna? Because if he does, and you get their shelter, you'll be very happy, man, forever. See, this is a lot of stakes, man. You're the steak. Or Krishna's the steak that we're eating, transcendental tofu. Yeah, so anyway, it's good to know this stuff is to be really conclusive, and it comes to the wire. Because if this is the whole problem with ISKCON, they mix their faith with Prabhupada and mundane persons. I'm sorry, man, you got to get over that. You cannot get into the kingdom of God making that mistake. Maya will keep you down. Okay? You should neither praise nor blame the material energy. See, praise nor blame it. You can point it out if you're an empowered preacher, because that must be pointed out. It's mundane. See? So if you don't praise or blame the material energy, and it is our nature to praise or blame, it's our nature to praise and blame. So therefore, what do we praise? And what do we blame? Well, I guess that's transcendental. What is that's Bhagavatam, man, the real Bhagavatam as it is. Not mixed in with modes of nature. How can I teach you the Bhagavatam if I'm teaching you about what is a guru, man, which is the Bhagavatam teaches the real standard of a real guru? How can I teach you real Bhagavatam if, first of all, I'm not a real guru, or I praise those who are not real gurus, who are not transcendental, they're not devotee Bhagavats, which, there's two types of Bhagavats. One is the devotee and one is the book. They're both on the same level. They're both transcendental. How can I teach the real Bhagavatam if I don't point out what is a real devotee Bhagavatam and explain it and prove it to you so that you can get off worshiping mundane persons? It's an obstacle to Vrindavan. You're caught by Putana when you're doing that. They're caught by Putana and you believe in them, and therefore you're caught by her also. You're both blind, believing in the blind. This is your chance to, you don't get, not in every life do you get a chance to see where there's a little Putana in some guru or some teacher who's not really authorized. You notice? So, hey, man, that's a test for you. How badly do you want Vrindavan? You ready to make that discrimination? Yeah. If you believe in hypocrisy, you can't get into the kingdom of God. I don't care how nice you are. I don't care how nice your guru is. If they're still unclear, there's hypocrisy in there. See, you're not congruent. Real teaching. All the power in the faith. It's not always easy for people. Yeah, of course. And that's why, the thing is, that's why you got to teach. You see, we teach you, what the Lord's showing me, and therefore you can benefit. That's guru, man. If I worship the Lord in ecstatic love, and he gives me the understanding to go back to Vrindavan, and I give you that understanding, there you go. That's the real process. But if I'm not worshiped, that's why I say don't be so impressed by people who speak flowery words, even Vaishnavas. Don't be so impressed. Yeah, because are they worshiping with ecstatic love? If not, they just got flowery words. It doesn't deliver you, man. That's what I've been trying to tell people here that post all these people's, they have all these flowery words, and you think, oh, it's the same as these words. Hey, man, if you think that, you're in an obstacle still. There's a difference. I see the ecstatic emotion reveals the true as it is Krishna. Without ecstatic emotion, you're not getting a very clear vision of the absolute truth. You more or less don't understand. This is how important it is for people to know these things. All right, so look at this. I'll read this. Instructions to the people, chapter 8. O foolish people, please seek the path of pure Hari Bhakti, which even the great sages in ancient times could not find after long searching. See, this is what we're teaching. This is why I'm here to teach people how valuable it is what we do, how valuable this chanting is. Great sages have sought this path and have not found it, and you're getting it. I'm getting it, and you're getting it. That these people, great sages, couldn't find, but you found a person that has a real connection with Lord Chaitanya, a real affinity, a real devotion, a real relationship, transcendental relationship. Therefore, you get what these great sages couldn't get because they didn't find this line. After very hard searching, they still didn't find it. Well, it's been revealed. Started 550 years ago. All people need to do is find the real connection. And that's here, isn't it? Where do you get this in verses? Come on, show me one person who explain the verse. I can only explain it because the Lord shows me all these things because of ecstatic worship, like the books teach. Have I not repeated the teaching so many times? Oh, Madhavinda Puri, because of your crying and your laughing and choking up when you worship me with ecstatic love, I'm going to deliver the world through you. And only people like you. Okay? And that's why I say don't be impressed with these gurus. Any gurus, and they say flowery words and all this stuff. Okay, well, where's the ecstatic love? Where is the real knowledge, the heavy knowledge that busts the illusion completely, breaks it like a piece of glass? They can't do it, man. Without this very deep ecstatic gift of love of God that Lord Chaitanya gave. That's why most devotees that have this have to be sent. See, and then from one devotee whoever has faith, I mean, real deep faith in this preaching here. Look at you guys who have faith here. Yeah, my tasty mic is on. I think, is it? No. Yes, it's on. I hear it. Yeah. So that's what you got to be looking for. See, we're trying to make it easy. Well, we do make it easy if you listen. Where are you going to get this? You think any of these persons can teach you this? No, they just flowery words, Krishna is so wonderful, blah, blah, it sounds so good here, but where you, that's where the Tarzan is. Where is the ecstatic emotion? And then you feel even a word. Otherwise, it's all in the mind. Oh, it sounds really good. Oh, it must be as good as Gohara. Yeah. Well, prove it, man. Where is the Tarzan word, man? Where's the word of God that delivers people? Where that busts the illusion, man? Where's the ecstatic emanating? And where is it awakening people? We just teach the gold standard here. Why not get the gold standard? It's here. So why take it? Yeah. Why not lap it up, man? Great verse, huh? These verses are full of spirit potency and power to deliver people. See? That's why, Krishna has a quality, speaks on the basis of the scriptures, and a real spiritual master, a real authority also speaks on the basis. But listen to this, not just quoting verses and cutting and pasting verses. They speak on the basis of relevant scriptures, grabs you and takes you out of illusion. Not just flowery words and all these verses probably, or the big flowery eulogies. The words of a devotee have spiritual power, man. Good as that movie, St. Francis. This guy, the Pharisee guy type, he says, "Oh, I got you an audience with the Pope. I got you an audience with the Pope." So, now here, just read this thing. I wrote this eulogy, with nice flowery words and everything. You just read this to the Pope and he'll be very pleased, And St. Francis took the thing there, and then he goes and he starts reading it and he loses all energy. No energy to speak mundane stuff. Just all the energy. And he drops the paper and then speaks from here, not just mundane here, but deep from God. And he starts quoting the scriptures, but relevant scriptures. And they had impact on the Pope, and the Pope almost fell down off his throne. And he came down and kneeled. Oh my God, you quoted scriptures so perfectly, so relevant. Okay? With feeling, man, because he loves. See, you got to find somebody who loves the scriptures with all their heart, man. They like Jesus was on the cross and he's quoting scriptures, isn't he? Wasn't he? The Pharisee said, "Look at the guy. He's been whipped. They stuck that crown of thorns on him and they nailed him to the cross. And the guy is still quoting this with gusto." Okay? That's who you need to find. Somebody like that. And if you don't, you'll keep looking because how can you perfect your bhakti without associating with somebody like that? That's a real follower of Jesus. He had real followers. They also were nailed. Even St. Peter said, "Oh, didn't nail me upside down. I'm not worthy to be nailed like that. Nail me upside down." Yeah. The beauty now with Lord Chaitanya is you don't have to die materially or physically. Here you get nailed to the cross. You're literally, you're just, all your karma is burnt up all in, just a few years or a few days, whatever it takes. Okay? And then the Lord arises in your heart like it did with Jesus, like it did with his real followers. That's a line. Like it did with Lord Chaitanya, like it did with his real father, like it has here with this fool Gohari, like it is with you guys, because you're my disciples and intimate friends, right? Many of you are getting this. Am I speaking right or wrong? Is this making things clear that have never been so clear? That's what it is to me. That's why I come here every day. This is my second time. Another hour, after already 2 or 3 hours this morning. Yeah, St. Francis, Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon. Great movie. I've seen it so many times. Yeah. Fine tuning everything. So you start acting like you know. It's not just here. You just act in this knowledge. See, people need to see the example. So we're here to train people. Just by hearing, you're trained. You get purified, and you start acting like this. You act as a devotee. Okay, it becomes your action, and it's transcendental action because you deliver people. You're here. You see, I'm here to deliver people. You see, people that are all in the Maya, and you're their hope. Even going on Sankirtan, you're their hope. It puts a smile on their face. They need it, man. They need a little cool towel in this Maya, you know? Yeah. So anyway, let's the rest of the verse here. So, O foolish people, please seek the path of pure Hari Bhakti. See, pure Hari Bhakti, please seek that path. That's why those who come here, see, you come here, and I preach this too. So we try to convert people not convert them, inspire them to also seek this path of pure Hari Bhakti, which is here. This is the path of pure Hari Bhakti. Have we not proven this? Are we worshiping for some mundane reason? Can I come here every day for 365 days for 4 years since I've been preaching with this group? And then before that, almost every day, I made thousands of videos before I even started preaching here 4 years ago. This must be the path of pure Hari Bhakti, because how the heck can anybody do this? How the heck could this love of God be awakened in these devotees that none of these gurus, zero, can do? It must be that special Hari Bhakti that the great sage. See, I'm here to inspire, with the truth, with the ecstasy, even teachers that get them inspired. Hey, man, look, you can get here. Sages have been seeking for, and you're seeking, doing your rules and your regulations. You're seeking for this and don't even know it. You're in the blind adherence to the rules and regulations. Or maybe you say, oh, when will a pure devotee come in my life and all this? Well, hey, man, the pure devotional service is right here in this Sangha that the great sages had a very hard time finding. So we just got to get people to know what is worthy to seek is this ecstatic worship. There's fantastic. It's getting more fantastic every day. It's getting more empowered, empowering more people, showing, when Jesus said, when I'm in this world, I'm the light of the world. Can you see that Radha and Krishna are in this temple here and bringing light to this world? And going into your temples there and bringing light to the world through you? Isn't that a great service? Yeah, I know. That's why I come also there, Amy, because it never gets boring. I'll never go to a boring Bhagavatam class. I'll never go to a boring sermon. I haven't even went to a sermon that was boring, man. I got up and walked out. And even, Karuna and River were looking, wow, he's just walking. Yeah, I'm walking out. It's boring, man. I'm going to waste my time. Time is precious, man. I'm not going to listen to people who haven't realized the absolute truth. Yeah. See, listen to this. I love this. I love the preaching of this Prabodhananda. He's an eighth principle Gopi, man. Talk about and preaches like that, except maybe yours truly here. Wild. Nityananda was like wild. We're wild too. You notice? Wild. It's like, wild bhakti is like wild honey. Do you like processed honey? That's what you get here in Vaishnavism now. Processed Vaishnavism. Processed. It's processed. It's all the spirit is quite kind of taken out. This is wild, man. Raw honey, raw bhakti, raw, spontaneous. Surprising, Yeah. You got to find people who love these verses, because if they love these verses, they love Krishna. Because Krishna is these verses. All right. If in your heart there is no faith and you think it is too difficult to attain, then please abandon all these misconceptions and take shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Gaur. So, isn't that not what we're preaching here? Isn't everybody say, "Oh, this is they, um, they have no faith in this," and they think it's so difficult to attain Krishna. You got to chant 1 lakh, 2 lakhs. You got to follow principles very strong. Oh, it's many lifetimes before you will attain Lord Chaitanya. Oh, and Radha and Krishna. Oh, many lifetimes. You see, and though this is what I've been preaching. You see this verse here, and you've been watching my preaching. I say, hey man, it's so easy. You don't know about Lord Chaitanya, and not just a name. You got to find a real associate, man, to come before you. And then you get the real Lord Chaitanya, the real conception. You get this. You say, wow, it's so easy, like the verse says, because I found the treasure. I found where it is. I found how to take shelter of Lord Chaitanya. I found out how. I found out how I could abandon all varieties of religion and take shelter of Krishna, because we teach that process here. And it's very easy when you hear. That's it. That's the essence of the truth, man. If you can get here, you've got it made, man. You've going to find that treasure at the end of the rainbow. The end of the rainbow is going to come to you. See? That's devotee Bhagavat, man. They preach these verses, and they are these verses. That's why our work is so effective here, so juicy here, so interesting, so fascinating, so enlivening, so enlightening. Yeah, Shama, I really like this sexy mic. It's listening myself, man. It's like, whoa, man, I love this mic. It's being used in Krishna's service so nicely. You can hear that, all the nuances of the word, man. I love it. Now, I was impressed with I was wondering why they get such good sound, those podcasts, but it's all mundane sound, but they had a good sound. I'm like, what are they doing? It took me a while, and then I noticed it got up close to the microphone. It was always almost like right in their face. So we're doing the same thing, but these vibrations, if you listen, man, will purify your whole consciousness. It will elevate you above the lizard people that are controlling you, the man-eaters who are controlling the world. You'll be above the fear vibration. No more will that be in your life. You'll be free. You'll be under the shelter, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, where all that comes from him. That darkness comes from him. He doesn't even look at it, and you won't look at it either. You're just too interested in looking at Krishna, looking at his name and his pastimes, his qualities, be looking like it's so fascinated with that. His shadow will be over there. You never look at it, just like we never look at our shadow. We're gonna put this mic. Let's put this mic on the altar. Oh boy. Okay. See, there is no faith, and you think it is too difficult to attain, then please abandon all these misconceptions and take shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Gore. See, the lotus feet of Lord Gore. You gotta, what are those? How do I, the question should be, how do I take shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Gore? Because if you can get this question answered, then you know how to do it. But people don't know how to do it. They think, oh, just, I don't know. Don't even think about it. No, it's a very important question. How do I, because I want to find, don't you want to find the easy path that's so difficult to attain that great sages had a hard time finding? Don't you? I mean, come on, man. You know, what hope do we have in Kali Yuga but to find that path? So, how can I take shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Gore? Well, that's a good question. I'm glad you all asked that because it's a very important question to answer. If you understand this answer, then you'll understand the essence of the scriptures and the Bhagavatam and Guru Tattva and Rasa Tattva and all the tattvas. See, you need to take shelter of the real Gauranga that nobody preaches unless they have an intimate relationship with him. You need to understand the conception. That word of God is the pure conception of the absolute truth spoken by a living word, not held back. Prabhupada held back a little bit. You know, we know he would preach, you need a bona fide guru, but people didn't get it enough. They need to hear it again and clearly. See, you need to hear the clear conception of the absolute truth from a person who has realized it. See? And how do you know they realized it? They're enraptured by the Lord. You can see with your own eyes. They're in rapture when they chant his name. Oh, yeah. What about them that came to the world from Vishnu? Do they know Krishna? This is a controversy. It doesn't matter, because I can't explain it. I can explain it both ways. Prabhupada said we came from Krishna. We somehow or other left that place. That's what he says. Bhaktivinoda Thakur also in the line says, no, we came from Vishnu. So instead of getting into the controversy, it doesn't matter. You're here now. Let's all go back to Krishna. If you get into that, your mind is going to be, doesn't matter. You're here now. You have the potential and the ability to go back to Krishna like the Shastras say. You found the path that leads back quickly. You can attain something that even great sages had a hard time to attain after long searching many lifetimes. So, who cares? Don't get bewildered by that. Did we come from Krishna Loka? I'll just know that Prabhupada said we did, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur said we came from Vishnu. Instead of fighting about it, just, okay, it is what it is. Doesn't matter. Let's just go back to Godhead now. There are people fighting over this, and that's an illusion to fight over this. Both parties said this. They're both in our line. Just leave it like it is. There's no, it's not like it's Maya's trick to get you to argue and to develop doubts and all that stuff. It's not necessary. Yeah, it's not necessary. Yeah. Whether we came from Vrindavan, okay, or Vishnu, the point for both parties is to get back there, right? So let's just get back there and we'll find out all these things. If we even care to know, we probably won't even be asking that. Okay? Both parties need to go back to Krishna Loka, right? So let's both parties, whatever party you're on, do you believe we came from Vishnu? Oh, you can come here too. Oh, you believe we're from Krishna Loka and we fell down? Oh, you can come here too. Let's both parties go back to Godhead, okay? Isn't that the goal? Let's just stick with the goal and not with unnecessary controversies. That is a Mayic thing. The Lord has put that Maya here to get people to argue over these things. And you can't become conclusive because both parties said two things. Just wanted to know if people who love it in that world have their sleepy relation with God or they came from Vishnu. Have their sleepy relationship. I don't quite understand what you mean. Sorry. You have to clarify that a little bit more. Okay. So he places his budding lotus hands above his head, and soft cheeks are bathed with tears from his eyes. He is dressed in garments the color of newly blossomed lotus whorl, and his complexion robs gold of its splendor. Please offer your respectful obeisances to Lord Gore. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to end here now because my voice, and it's probably enough. Yeah, so take a rest. Thank you for coming. It's great. Huh? Yeah, water. See, we're watering bhakti. It's good to try it if you can. Water bhakti in the morning, noon, and evening. Okay, it's a good medicine. Good meals. 3 meals a day, 3 main meals, and then between that you can do more chanting. Yeah, it was, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for coming, and we'll see you.